2023 estate tax exemption and gift tax exclusion amounts. It's a new year, and that means there are new estate tax exemption and gift tax exclusion amounts for 2023. Every year they usually go up with inflation. In 2023, the gift tax exclusion is now $17,000. The federal estate tax exclusion amount increased this year to $12.92 million per individual. Guys, this is crazy. What does this mean for you and the current 40% federal estate tax? First, let's start with the federal estate tax exemption amount for 2023, which has increased to $12.92 million per person. Usually, the 40% federal estate tax applies to the amount of the estate tax over the $12.92 million. This is significant because only a few years ago, it was around $5 million. I can even remember when it was around $3 million. Remember, the $12.92 million is per person. If you are a married couple, you could potentially exclude $25.84 million from the 40% estate tax. Now, that $25.84 million exemption is not automatic for a married couple. A surviving spouse must elect to use their deceased spouse unused exemption, or in the terms of the IRS, they need to elect portability, physically elect portability, which means you should always consult with your CPA or tax professional before doing this, because you have to do it correctly, especially if you have an estate over those amounts. I know what you're thinking. $25.84 million? I don't even have $1 million. I don't have $500,000. And you know what? You're absolutely correct. These numbers are astronomical dollar amounts, and they only affect a very, very, very tiny portion of United States citizens. It is less than 0.5%. That is less than 0.5% of the United States. Less than 0.5%. However, the $17,000 gift tax exclusion is more relevant to most people, and probably to you. The $17,000 annual gift tax exclusion means that you can give anyone, up to $17,000 annually tax-free. Why is this cool? Because it is per person. Married couples can really take advantage of this. A married couple can give anyone up to $34,000 annually tax-free. $17,000 from the husband and $17,000 from the wife. That means potentially you and your spouse could give each one of your children, up to $34,000 tax-free every year. As an example, if you have 3 kids, Tony, Monica, and Joshua, that's $102,000 that you can give them as a group every year tax-free. $34,000 for Tony, $34,000 for Monica, and $34,000 for Joshua. If you have children who are just starting out in life, or they just got married, then the gift tax exclusion amount might be a great way to help them with a down payment to buy a house, to help them pay for a wedding. And it's a great way to help them jumpstart their own retirement. These monetary gifts are not limited to just your children and grandchildren and family. The $17,000 gift tax exclusion applies to anyone. You can give anyone you want $17,000 a year tax-free. As always, check with your CPA or your tax law professional first before you make these gifts, because they do need to be tracked against the lifetime gift and estate tax exemption amounts. So you got to do it right. These numbers are great. Unfortunately, if you live in some states that still have a state estate tax, you might still have to pay a significant amount of death tax without proper estate planning. Here in Oklahoma, we're lucky because we don't have to worry about estate tax anymore. Several years ago, the Oklahoma state legislature abolished the estate tax. However, there is still some uncertainty out there because the federal estate tax exemption is scheduled to sunset unless Congress acts before 2025 to update these exemptions. And of course, every time there's a new Congress, we don't know what's going to happen. Even us estate planning attorneys are at a wait and see to see what happens with these exemptions and exclusions. I asked Google how many Americans are there with at least $3 million in their bank or $3 million of assets. And Google said there's about 4.4% of the United States or 5,671 millionaires with at least $3 million. That means that if we do somehow go backwards and the estate tax exemption is actually reduced to $3 million, it still will have zero effect on almost 95% of American citizens. As always, when it comes to your estate plan, review, and make certain it does always what you want it to do. I know I've thrown a lot at you today, so that's why we've prepared our free guide on estate planning. I'll put a link to it in the description below and in the comment section below that so that you can download it and get started in the right direction. And to help you out even more, watch this video up here and this video up here. If you enjoyed this video, then guys, please smash that subscribe button and click on the like button. And also click on that little bell so you'll get notified every time we post a new video. Have a great day and an awesome week. And as always, thanks for watching.